100% uncompromised quality you can trust in every situation. Seiko, the proud rifle sponsors of the Tweedle Pod. And the ultimate choice of champions since 1526. Beretta, the proud shotgun sponsors of the Tweedle Pod.
So everyone, welcome back. Welcome back to another episode of the Tweedle Podcast. Another internal one. We're battering them out at the moment because people seem to be enjoying them.
They do, mate, yeah.
So, yeah, Sam's not really bringing the energy today. He needs to...
Sorry, welcome back, everybody. Brand new podcast, new instalment of Just Me and Charlie.
I've got my laptop here because I've got some more segments. I've been diligently planning this episode for everyone today. We're just going to go straight into it with Tweedle vocab, yeah? So, obviously, we did Brian Riverdance last time. Now... we want to know all about Dab and Hoden. Is that correct?
Dab and Odden.
Dab and Odden.
Correct.
Fill me in, 'cause even I'm unaware of this.
I feel like we touched on this on the last ep, but Dab and Odden, it's probably a Lancashire term. If you dab one, it means you've killed one or shot one.
Yeah.
So you dab an Odden. So and an Odden is, you could call an Odden multiple. But it's more than one.
Right.
So you dabbing an Odden means you've shot a few. So you're
So
like, how did
into-
you get on, Bri? Yeah, mate, dabbed an Odden.
Right, so you tap some and you...
No, killed.
Right, okay.
Dabbed an Odden.
And what's the story?
Just, again, Hogarth.
Yeah.
Me and Hogarth, yeah, it's just like, what do you think, Bri? Yeah, I got on well there, Bri, dabbed an Odden.
Right.
It just means... And you can also say, like, mid-flow, like
Dab.
Well, no, you just be like, oh, we're dabbing an Odden here.
Right.
As you're in the mix of it.
I'm not as keen on that.
Right.
The other ones. Not that you care.
No, I don't care. So moving on to the next one.
I think it's a good time to, because this will probably go out today, talk about the live draw.
Today?
Yeah.
Oh.
The live draw situation.
The live draw, oh, yeah. We had a bit of bad news in camp.
Yeah.
We've had this a few times over the years. However, it's been a while. But sadly, Instagram have banned us from going live due to a photograph of DT11s, actually.
Yeah.
What are you smiling at?
I'm reading an email that we received this morning.
Okay. So, yeah, we've posted a few pictures of guns because we raffle guns, naturally. We're very careful with how we put in the description. We never use the word gun, G-U-N, as it were. But anyway, we've been flagged. So if someone watching us has reported us, then you're all sausages.
Damn.
And it's meant that we can't go live on Instagram until the end of January. So if we say we're going live to draw a winner, you will now have to tune in on Facebook to watch us.
Yeah. And then if Facebook gets banned with live draws, we'll have to go into YouTube.
No, I've got backup accounts.
Okay. We could always use them for Instagram and Facebook then, couldn't we?
Yep.
Right. But anyway, it's not a biggie. It's just not ideal, is it?
No.
Then I'm going to read out an email that we received this morning.
Yeah.
It's from Martin. Martin said,
Go on, Mart.
all right, boys. Reet, lads. Into you had a naughty night there, and you. Why a redraw?
Yeah.
So Sam replied, hi, Martin. If you could please resend your email worded with a little bit more clarity, then hopefully we can come back to you with an answer.
Fair email from me.
Yep. And but I've tried to translate this. I think he's basically saying we've put another 2 pegs back-to-back competition live for the same days.
We have, yeah, which we do often.
We do it all the time because we have 6 pegs for a day that we're giving away. So basically, these are the 3rd and 4th pegs, and this gentleman thinks it's the same competition. So just communication.
I'm under the impression Martin got absolutely smashed last night.
Oh shit! It was sent at 2 in the morning.
2 in the morning.
I'm not even clocked. Martin was on.
Oh, he's had a
piss.
few whiskies, I reckon. Martin. He forgot. He's completely lost all ability to spell.
Yeah.
And alright, boys, alright, lads.
Where do you reckon he's from, is Mark?
It's Welsh dialect.
Yeah.
But mate, listen, Martin, we love the comms and we can always answer you. We've managed to make sense. We've assumed
Of what you're
the
saying.
sense and the nature of the message.
Into you had a naughty night.
Who reckons we've had a naughty night?
I think you've had a naughty night at 2 a.m,
It
Mark.
sounds like it, March, yeah.
So, yeah, just for the clarification, we are not redoing the same draw or anything of the sort, are we?
No.
Also, we had a comment on Facebook, which I think we should address.
Okay.
It was after the James Davis Cook win of the DT11.
Oh, yeah.
Someone's commented another fix.
Yeah. So, to put all this to bed, it is literally impossible to fix a Tweedle competition. It always has been and it always will be. You buy your numbers, you get allocated numbers, and we draw them live on Instagram and Facebook. Well, Facebook now, but Instagram on our backup account. And Google random number generator. It is as random as can humanly be. And after 5 years, finally, a couple of my mates are starting to win because they have never won. And I keep encouraging them to enter tickets, and they've saying not a chance because I never win. We've had Carden win, Big Charles,
Chris Hendrick,
one of my best pals. Chris, who, I don't know as a friend really,
no
but he's just,
Tweedle, yeah.
he buys a lot of competitions, buys a lot of tickets, and obviously since then he's become a friend. And then James Davis Cook, we bought a day shooting off him twice now.
Yeah.
One last season, one this season, and he's happened to win.
So yeah, now I've got some quick fire questions for you, Sam.
Okay.
And they're all Tweedle based. Yeah?
Yeah.
What is your favourite Tweedle comp to date? And it could be for the winner's reaction, the winner's situation, whatever, the prize itself. There's got to be one that sticks out to you.
There's a few there, to be fair. Land Rover Defender that we did was a Keswick Green Land Rover 90. It'll have been in 2022 or 3. And a lady called Sarah won it, and she was 18. Won the Land Rover, drove it down to her, delivered the car, and she chose to take the cash in the end. She was umming and ahhing right the way down to taking the car, and we awarded her with 35,000 quid of cash, and with that, she bought a house.
Mega.
She put it all on a deposit and got her first house at 18 years old, which, yeah, and she was just ace, really fun and
Yeah,
she
appreciative.
Just really appreciative, and that stuck in my mind. There was another one, actually, not so much for the good, but he actually comes here a bit, shooting, and he'll admit it himself. But there's a chap who won Evie's Land Rover Discovery, that Evie's still got the Land Rover Discovery now.
Oh, yeah.
But I bought a car to raffle it. It was a Discovery, an Aintree Green Discovery. We've still got it now. And you could take the car, or I'm sure it was 40 grand. It was either 35 grand or 40 grand.
The young
lad, yeah. And I drove it all the way down to his place. He actually has a shooting ground. Drove it all down there. Awarded him. We had pictures with the car and a massive cheque. And you've never known a lad more subdued, let's say. I was going to say miserable, but that's a bit unfair. But honestly, mate, this guy just couldn't crack a smile. In fact, and I'm there with like 35 grand or 40 grand big check, whatever it was. And I'm like trying to do videos with him, like, what are you going to do with the money then, mate? He's like, like a few that like that stick out in your mind. But no.
What about the gentleman who cartridges who was going to stop shooting?
Remind me.
He won 5k carts, I think, and he was going to stop shooting. You had a phone call with him.
So there's another one actually cropped up in my mind. There's a chap who won 5,000 cartridges on a turbo draw, and when I contacted him to tell him he'd won, he was really emotional on the phone call, because he was actually umming and ahhing whether to give up shooting because he couldn't afford to shoot anymore with the price of cartridges and game days and bits and pieces. So he was going to pack it in because he just didn't have the extra income to blow on it. But then he won the 5,000 cartridges and he was absolutely over the moon. Very teary phone call, which was nice. I've had some really good reactions over the years. But yeah, there's lots that stick out in your mind. That's a couple of them.
Yep. Then I've got luckiest Tweedle winner to date. Like, who is it? Probably Gary Youngman.
No. God, that's going to annoy me. I can't think of his name. And there'll be people watching this that will know exactly who I'm talking about. But in the early days, I can see his face now as well, and I can't think of his name. There's a chap that won a Parazzi MX2000, I'm sure it was. Parazzi MX2000, and then a week later, he won 2 pegs at Upperwood, and then a few weeks after
On the
that.
Upperwood day I was on or not? Before that?
No, this is like 2021, like before I knew you, really.
Yeah.
Knew of you, like being a little shit, but apart from that, I didn't know you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he won another competition, and I can't remember exactly what that it wasn't a big prize, but obviously I think there's people been luckier since, but that one's always stuck out because it was like so new. The concept, the Tweedle was new, and everything was new, and I was like, at that time, I was actually thinking, fucking hell, I hope he don't win again because it's making me look dodgy, this.
Yeah.
But he just kept winning, and then he made a pact not to enter.
He felt bad.
For like 6 months because he felt bad. God, what's his name? It'll come to me.
Gary Youngman's got to be up there.
Gary and his sons won.
Yeah. So he's won the Rolex.
Gary won the Rolex. His son won a pair of Berettas.
Right.
From Malmo Guns. He came and collected them. And Gary's wife won a pair of Fairfax boots, was it? Or Le Chamois? I'm sure it was. And then what else did Gary win?
Cartridges?
Yeah, cartridges. He sounds
I've stopped
terrible.
seeing his name in the draw.
Gary, what are you playing at, bro?
I've not seen his name for a bit because I always shout out.
No, I've seen it on the live.
Have you?
Yeah, I'm sure I have. It sounds bad, I can't remember, but let's be honest. What we should actually look at is the exact amount of prizes we've given away. We know what we've done, like, in terms of monetary value, but individual prizes would be an interesting figure to know.
Yeah, the amount of individual.
I don't know how we'd track it without logging into the old website, but yeah.
Then we've got biggest problem you've had to overcome whilst learning Tweedle. Or do you not have problems, bro?
No, everyone has problems. Biggest problem I've had to overcome since owning Tweedle is banking has been an issue for Tweedle, purely because not anymore. This isn't a problem anymore. But competition companies pre-COVID weren't a thing, so banks were very hesitant. They didn't really understand the concept, and it's quite a risk. They deemed it as quite a high risk industry. Well, that's all changed now, which is nice. But then we are obviously adding into the mix the fact that we're a competition company, which is a new industry, and then on top of that, we're raffling off guns, which
double trouble.
Double trouble. And we set off doing it with a bank, with a payment gateway that was based in Leeds, and they were all fine, all for it. And then after about 8 months, it just got flagged on a Sunday afternoon. I had to take off. I had a Beretta. I can't remember which one.
11 you said prior.
Was it
Cartford one?
Yeah. And I had to go home, take it off the website, on a Sunday afternoon, because it was either that or they were going to terminate my accounts at midnight, or 3 p.m. it was. And and they shut us down for ages. And then I spoke to every single person in that office on the phone, and not one of them, there must have been 16 people of different advisors, and I asked them to ask everyone. Not one of them knew that you could legally own a shotgun in the UK. That's how worrying it is about what we do. So that was a big thing. Buying out my business partner.
Yeah.
It wasn't. What was the question? What
biggest problem?
It wasn't a problem, but
biggest change, probably, isn't it?
It was a hurdle, yeah, and it was. Don't know. It was the right thing to do. Zero regrets. But yeah, it was a bit of a challenge, as it were.
No, yeah, 100%.
Going solo, aren't you? I always thought it's so true what people say about going into business with your friends and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dan, without Dan, my business partner at the time, I wouldn't have ever started it, and I probably would have done, but it wouldn't have had the effect that it had when we launched, because we did everything proper. And without a doubt, I wouldn't have got it off the ground into where it was. But as you grow and grow and grow,
you outgrow people.
Yeah, you outgrow people, and I think their attitude towards it and their interest, like Dan's interest wasn't in shooting. He's a race car motorsport driver, or was. Am I waffling?
No, I'm just laughing because you're not holding back, bro. You're just explaining it.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm not supposed to Dan. Fucking hell, we're going in deep.
No, that's what I mean.
Anyway, that was a fair thing to
yeah.
overcome. We've had a few little ropey ones, to be fair. But yeah, in terms of like giving people prizes or like and awarding them so they're getting the prizes, that's never been a problem. Websites have been a problem.
Yeah.
I've had
Things
them-
outside of your control, innit?
Yeah, everything outside your control. We've had a few times where we were actually at Nell's one night, which is a
Boozy one.
No, it's just a little Friday night shicker on the way home. And we'd launched a massive competition for a Range Rover, like Jeremy Clarkson has on his farm, his farm show, like the old school ones. And there was like 380 people on the website, and I was watching on my phone, like Google Analytics of all the orders coming in and the amount of traffic on there. And all of a sudden, the website completely went down, and it went down until Sunday. That was Friday afternoon. And we were paying AWS Amazon hostage package like hundreds and hundreds of pounds a month for that not to happen, and it happened. And then the people that host the website weren't answering because they're probably in the pub as well, and it was like that sort of shit happens.
Yeah.
Touch wood, we've made enough plans in place now that doesn't happen, but
Yeah.
it can, and it does.
Question. Next question: your favourite Tweedle game day?
Too many.
Fair enough.
They're all good.
Yeah.
I love every single one of them.
Yeah.
Probably again the early days because I hate to say this, and I try not to make it be a thing, but back then when I first launched it, I'd never been to the likes of the Brigands. I've shot all my life at my dad's place. Dad's had a syndicate near home, not anymore, but Dad had a syndicate near home basically the whole time I was born. So I've grown up around it, but they're like syndicate days, 150, 200 bird days, lovely days, great size days, and a great shoot, but nothing on the commercial level that we go to now. So back then, it was all very new to me, and I still am like a kid at Christmas, as you can see on the videos when I scream when I've hit a decent one.
Yeah.
But back then, it was like literally a 6-year-old going to Lapland.
Right.
So they stick out in my mind probably a bit more. But probably like you, like I imagine you're going to say, Let Weddigarth.
Ed Coppen.
Yeah.
But that was, I think, because
you were on peg with Ed and you loved it, didn't you?
Yeah. I think as well because team of guns that day.
Yeah, it was a great gang, Wiggy and the boys.
Yeah.
Seen
his Instagram story today.
Yeah, I've just messaged him saying that's worthy of an unfollow.
Yeah, it's
like, never do that again.
Yeah.
Horrendous. So, but yeah, it was basically a bunch of my mates from home and a couple of winners, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Which always helps.
It bloody well does.
And did you ever think, as a townie, you'd be dressing in tweed and coming on estates with me every week?
So I'll answer that question first. No, I never, definitely didn't think I'd obviously be going on estates with you every week. Tweed, I don't know, I'm getting judged through the window, bro. No, but tweed, yeah, I'd always look at that and think that's pretty smart. But just not where I was in my life. It obviously didn't make sense.
At what point did you become aware of game shooting, that it was a thing? Because obviously I've known my whole life, like...
I've always known shooting was a thing, but I just didn't have any idea of how it works or anything else.
Right.
So I'd say, yeah. And then, what was your first question? Sorry.
Your favourite thing about being involved in Tweedle?
So obviously, like, the first thing I thought of was making winners, because it is actually a good feeling.
Yeah.
It is a good feeling. Like, I get giddy when people win.
Yeah, I'm ringing them and stuff.
Yeah, that gets me giddy.
Yeah.
So that's a rewarding part of it. And then secondly, do you need to go? Oh, sorry, you said what I need. I'd say, secondly, I'd say, like, obviously I'm running a business at the end of the day. Like, it's not many good experience. Does that make sense?
Yeah. You're assisting in running a business, let's say.
Well, no, I run the business, don't I? Day to day, so I run the business.
Okay.
What do you think that's out of order for me to say?
Yeah. Go on.
So, yeah, I think it's good. I like having, like, a lot of pressure to hit certain things. Like
You do like pressure, don't you?
creates diamonds, bro.
You do like pressure.
So
Responsibility and pressure.
yeah, so to hit targets and whatnot and pushing the boundaries, I can't. It's say if I was just doing the marketing, I'd be going insane because I'd just get bored. Does that make sense?
I know, mate, yeah.
So I've got to be always constantly pushing to the next levels.
It's just that Andrew Tate in you, isn't it?
It's in my veins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you going to tell the viewers about your alarm clock?
No, I think it sounds like you're about to.
Oh, well, you should really play it for them, shouldn't you? Come on, Bri.
1 second.
You start seeing the man, the man behind the ulterior, the external ulterior, whatever you call it. Exterior, right? What is it?
I don't know.
Anyway,
You ready?
this kid that you all think is just little Charles, listen to his wake up call.
It's David Goggins, bro.
David Goggins.
So that's it.
And let me tell you, it doesn't work.
Nah, it doesn't work.
99% of the time.
Unless it's
Who's
for the
going to
gym.
carry the boats doesn't work.
Unless it's for the gym, it doesn't work. So, yeah. That's the alarm.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's your favourite thing about having me at Tweedle, Sam?
That you've taken the lab drawers off me.
Yeah? No, yeah, fair enough.
Nah, what's my favourite thing?
They were a ball like though, wouldn't they?
Yeah, it's not a ball ache. It's just obviously we do them later
Controls
and
your
later
life,
and
though,
later.
doesn't it, a bit
Yeah,
as well?
yeah. No, what's my favourite thing about? You're just a good lad to have around, Charles.
That's cute.
Yeah. Well, you are. We bounce off each other. We
Yeah,
get
yeah.
on really well. Yeah, and most of the time, I know that stuff's getting done.
Good to hear. Good to hear.
But what another thing just to note to the viewers, 'cause I think they can probably see this more and more, is that you've started taking things to heart. I mean, you never used to do that. You could always just laugh back and be like Charles before when he's winding you up.
Yeah.
You start taking things to heart. And like I said to you the other day, I've lost you now. Now you've got a bird, I've lost you. And he's instantly on the defensive, like, now you've got your girlfriend, I've lost you, haven't I? And your face drops and you start getting really mardy about it.
I think it's because I pride myself on my work for that matter.
Yeah.
And like,
But you've lost the ability to have a bit of a laugh.
no, I think it's just the subject because I pride myself on that.
And you on what, your girlfriend?
No, on my work, on my work. So when it's like that, it fucks me off because like that's my identity.
You have to edit that out now.
Why?
You've said the F word again on camera.
It's a podcast. Say as much as we like, bro.
Okay.
But yeah, that's what I'd say with that. That's why it triggers me.
Yeah.
Yep. And I reckon we've got Brett Winstanley coming on the podcast on Sunday.
Yep.
And then let's just announce who we've got coming on in December.
Next Friday.
Next Friday.
A bit nervous. And if this is going out before Brett's, if it's going out today, let us know in the comments what you want us to ask Brett. Obviously, he's been on before. He has some news. He's had a big change in his shooting career.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why we're getting him back on. Also, he's just a good lad and we see him all the time here. We won't be short conversation, but if you have got some questions that you'd like to ask Brett, please let us know in the comments. And we'll make sure we ask him within reason. Right.
Sam.
Sound. Big thank you to our sponsors.
Yeah, Seiko and Beretta. And that's that.
I think they probably had the best advertising singular video ever since Ridgeway.
Yeah.
The silver page was...
It's sold out.
Has it cooled down yet? It's still on fire, mate, that gun.
Yeah, it's hell of a gun. Hell of a gun. Hell of a gun. So, yeah. Why aren't you? Go on.
See you later, everyone. I've got work to do.
Yep.